Hello everybody, how y'all doing? Hope you all feeling very blessed and highly favored likewise. Today's a wonderful day. Today's Wednesday, middle of the week, corporate wise for y'all. Come on, let's get it together, let's get it together. All right, I hope, like I said, I hope you all are feeling amazing. I'm feeling amazing. If I feel amazing, y'all should definitely feel amazing. All right, now this topic is just gonna be about let them run their mouth, like simply just let them run their mouth, because what their words going to do? If you strong enough, what are their words going to do? If you're not strong enough to handle the words, just ask the Lord for strength, because the Lord did it on purpose. He wants them to talk about you on purpose so you could get strong in the soul, and you could use that as fuel to show them, hey, I'm not what you say I am. Let me put this fuel in, like. I remember 50 Cent said he said he used the hatred as his fuel. Use the hatred to your advantage. Use the hatred to your fuel. Use it for fuel for whatever you do, whatever business LLC, S corp, C corp, sole proprietorship, whichever one. Or if you're just somebody who has hobbies, somebody who plays a sport, athletic, etc. Whichever one, use it to your advantage because everybody's going to hate. If somebody's not hating, then you just ain't popping. If somebody is not hating on you, then you are not big enough. Your actions don't speak so loud because you can know if you have haters or not because there'll be silent haters and there'll be people not support you on your journey. That's how you know you have silent haters or you just have people who just choose not to grow. But like I said, this called let them run their mouth because I'm telling you, people going to talk regardless. All right, number one, opinions doesn't feed you. If everybody, especially you have a child, you should know that somebody's opinion will not feed your child. Your parent, somebody trying to give you advice on parenting won't feed your child. People trying to say, oh, why you had a baby so young, that doesn't feed the child. Because if they had such a point of view on it, why don't they support the child too? Oh, all right. Why don't they just support the child too? But nah, everybody wants to just give a point of view. If you want to have a point of view, at least put some sense into it. Now make that make sense. If somebody's gonna talk about why start a business so early, are you gonna give me my wealth? Are you gonna give me my generational wealth if I would choose not to? Oh, all right then. So for people who have such a say so on it, man, hush your mouth. Just hush your mouth because you're not gonna give me generational wealth unless I'm somebody that can network with you. That's the only way that I'm going to be able to actually get some money, get some wealth out of you if actually you pave a way. But since you cannot pave a way, why do you have a say so on what I do? Why do you have a why does so I don't get it. Why people have a say so on what each other do, especially when it comes to sin. Somebody can be sinning and they'll tell somebody that this is wrong. Like you could tell them that it's wrong, but point your own stuff out too. Like I was never going here to say, "Oh, y'all need to stop doing this," but I'm a sinner too. I might have stopped I might have stopped 90 to 95% of my sins that I used to commit, but hey, I am still a sinner at most because one tiny sin is still a sin regardless. So I can't say I'm not a sinner. We're all sinners, but I'm humble with it. I'm humble and it keeps me at the level of a child of God. Because there like in the Bible there were an individual that was like, thank you for not allowing me to be like that sinner. Thank you. Like what? Like that sinner, but you sin too. You try to make yourself higher than other humans, but no, there's no other human that's higher than another. Financial status doesn't have anything to do with a human being higher than another because we talk about humanitarian wise. Yeah, we are not higher than one another. We all have the same limbs. We have the same muscles. We only have different strengths. We only have different strengths according to how we use them. So there you go. That I want to get to that. We transform into depending on what we do with ourselves. But once again, let them run their mouth. They can just let them talk. Let them talk. What are you wasting your time on? Like I had just posted a video and Kevin Gates was like, why you entertaining a clown? Because once you entertain a clown, you become part of what? Part of the circus. So I refuse to be part of the circus because I'm not a clown and I'm not a dummy or anything. So why am I going to entertain somebody who has a lower mentality than me? Yes, I said lower mentality. Now, they're not lower spiritually. They're not lower spiritually than me because God loves all his children the same. But in my point of view, I have a better mentality than other individuals simply because I chose to live differently and establish myself differently. Now, this opinion that I have might hurt you, but my opinion can't feed you. But my motivation can feed you because some people, or some of y'all need motivation to get through the day, motivation to get through work, and then y'all just need help getting through the day. Y'all down, then next you know you listen to my videos. Then next you know it could possibly feed you. But negative impacts that is not going to feed you. Oh, you stutter. That's not going to feed me. You look around a lot. That's not going to feed me. You blink a lot. That's definitely not going to feed me. I had this for years and years and years. I had that blinking that blinking scenario for years and years and years. Oh, you choose not to get a haircut? Yeah, because like the Nazarites, I believe that my hair is a covenant. It was brought on to me. It was brought on to me as well. And then let's see, what other things people say? Oh, you fat. I'm not fat. I'm just buff because anyway, like that's not gonna feed me either way. Um, there's a lot of things that people might say about y'all. Oh, you're fat. Oh, you're insecure. You're ADHD. You're so depressing all the time. Why are you so anxious? Stop being so shy. Can you just get along with it? Come on, quit being a party pooper. Quit being a square. Guys, don't try to fit in. If you don't want to smoke, if you don't want to drink, if you don't want to argue, don't argue. Because God did not make you to fit in with that crowd. The devil might tempt you to be with that crowd, but just because let some people call you a square, because I promise you, now they gonna look like the square when they go to the gate when they try to enter the gates of heaven. Oh God, come on. They you remember when you tempted my child? You remember when they tried to tempt my child and you call him or her a square? Like, look who, I mean, he won't say, look who the square now, but I'm just being funny. Like, yeah, look who the square now. But, like I said before, like I said before, you should rather be a punk in the world rather than punking out for Jesus because you could be big and bold in this world, but when you get denied to the if somebody one of you if some of y'all Lord forbid I pray all y'all go to heaven and stay there. um let's see, so you add big and bold on here, then let's say one of y'all do not make it to heaven, then you're gonna see who really big and bold then, because nobody can handle hell. That thing burning hot. It's not even hot, it's hotter than a furnace, hotter than a volcano. So don't try to be like the world, be like yourself. And when I mean be like yourself, be like your natural self, because within our natural self we have Christ in us. But it's because we get so like society that we do not know that. We don't give time with God and we're not able to express that side of him because we choose to focus on other things. We choose to focus on money, choose to focus on women, or the women might focus on the men, or y'all focus on sex, drinking, smoking. You have to give time to the Lord, because once you give time to the Lord, especially for the people that used to have addictions and I used to have addictions, um, once you spend time with the Lord, time and time and time, He will relieve you of that pressure to where it's like, you know what, I don't even need this anymore. Goodbye. That's how it'll be. You just have to let God be in the midst. You let God be in the midst, your life will change in ways like it'll be a flash of your eyes. Like for now, it'll be just a constant change. But when you get older, let's say 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, that change, and you just look back from day one to day, let's see, to day 820, I think that's what it is, or 830, to day 830, which is 2 years or more, you're going to see the change. I can even see a change with myself after the 300, after once April or technically April 10th come along, a big change. Why will it be a big change? Because I was constantly glowing up, like how some people used to say. I'm constantly elevated. I'm constantly evaluating what am I doing with my time. I learn what I'm doing, the difference between relaxing and productivity, and I'm just learning the difference between all. And I learned to let people run their mouth, because when you let people run their mouth, then once they seem like they can't get a reaction out of you, they just stop and they feel like their words are worthless. Yes, let them feel worthless with their words. You have to let them know that their words do not mean nothing to your spirit. Because when you get so strong, and when you aren't phased by their words anymore, that's when you start to live for yourself. You start to live for yourself by not caring about what other people say. Sure, I'll go to a store and wear whatever. Why? Because I know who I am. And no, I mean, number one, I know I can dress, and number two, I am who I am. So if I go to the store with my hair out like this, I don't care. God made me like this. God intended on me to have all this hair. God intended for me to have all this hair, and just had this body structure. So why should I feel insecure about it when the Lord sees perfect in our weakness? He loves our weaknesses. So therefore, why would I get so upset about somebody saying I look fat when I've seen that I've lost over 30 pounds? And like, I'm going to see this one. Just don't worry about them. Just don't worry about them. All right. Number two. Who are they to judge? Who are they to judge? And I say this, please, I say this really, because who are they really to judge? And I said it slow for a moment because I just wanted to emphasize what that means. Like, who are they to judge? Like, they've been a sin. They were born in flesh too. I'm telling you, they were born with the same limbs. Some people like me were not born with the with the same type of limbs, necessarily, but the same structure. But therefore, like, who are they to judge? We are all the same people. We are all the same. I would say we are all the same body of Christ, but it doesn't work like that. I mean, we are all made in God's image. Despite if they look different or they talk different, made in God's image. Despite if he looks the same, she looks the same, all in his image. Just all in his image. That's all we are all really just all in his image. And nobody can stop the image that he has for us. For he will only upgrade our vision to allow us to have amazing value. So yeah, who are they to judge? Because they cannot judge you, neither can they judge I. And you come to me for any of that. If somebody's trying to judge you out, I'll help you out. Because you are perfect. You are amazing. You are amazing. You're passionate. You're kind. You're sweet. You're loving. Sometimes I just know some of y'all put it on hold because you don't want somebody to hurt you. I remember my lady was doing that at first. I'm like, why are you doing this? Because I told her to let my walls down. Because you get to a point like, why would you let your walls down? Because if you keep your if I mean not let your walls down, but if you keep your walls up, what's that helping you? You might as well not be in a relationship. So, but I had patience with her. So if you have walls up, what's the point of being in a relationship? And in that case, you still afraid that somebody else is going to hurt you. If somebody else hurts you, that is life is going to be used for God's glory. He's going because you can go through so many relationships. You can go through so many relationships and do whatever, and God will still see you there. He will still see you. He will see you through, and He'll give you the one that you desire, but it has to be the one that you desire for His image. So it might not be all butterflies, bees and honey, because it would not be. It would not be exactly what you asked for. It'll be what will help you in life and what will prepare you, and the partner will either help the partner to do God's glory, or the partner will help you to do God's glory. Or y'all come together and vote together to do it both ways. So therefore, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about your weakness. So who cares what they say? You shouldn't care about what they say, because are they gonna make your money? Are they? I don't get it. Like you're worried so much about what somebody has to say. Are they going to make your money for you? And if they're not, then don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. They are not going to make your money, and no, they will not be making your money. So therefore, why waste your time on them? Because their time their time will always be wasted, because they're always saying something about you. So since they are saying something about you, then like make it make sense. I don't know. Like they talking about you. Why get phased by it? Because you know who you are. You know who you are. So why are you phased by it? Why are you phased by it? That's not gonna help you out. Getting phased by it's only gonna make you upset. Getting phased by it's only gonna make you upset, and of course, yes, it's going to make you upset. And well, it depends. Like you could learn to calm yourself down. That's called self-discipline, self-control. But like I said, who are they to judge? They are nobody to judge. They weren't appointed by God to be a judge. They weren't appointed by the government to be a judge. Only those people can judge. Well, technically that's not true. Government wise, the judges can judge, but spiritual wise, nobody can judge but the Lord. So therefore, who are they to judge? So. Like, I'm pretty sure one of y'all would be y'all. So one of y'all going to get this video, and let's say if you had to appeal to a judge, you're gonna be like, oh well, Matt. Well, Mr. Basantis said that you just gonna have to let me free, because only God can judge. They're gonna laugh. Everybody in the courtroom going to laugh, but they're nobody to judge. They are just like you. So anytime you see somebody doing better than you, just say, "Hey, I can do that because we were both made in God's image." Hey, that person doing lower than me, I can help them out. I can help them out, and the reason for helping them out is because so they can get in a better position. Because that's all you want to do. Just get people in a better position. Just get people in better position. Because once you get them in a better position, then they will thank you along the line. If they do not thank you along the line, then that is all right. You do not need all the recognition. Like for example, I can recognize myself for getting up at 4 a.m. in the morning, etc. But what is that going to do for me? What's that going to do for me if I just say, "Hey, I did this, and that"? No. Why would I do that? It makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. Let's see. What was the third one? I think it was. Let's see. Have your own. Yeah. Um. Let's see. Oh, oop, live for you. There you go. Number three, live for you. What are you going to do that requires you to live for you? Live for you, and the reason why I say live for you is because you're on your own terms. You can drink how much water you want to drink, you eat how much food you want to eat, buy whatever you want to buy, but you have to be able to put yourself on your own terms. So since not many of us do that as of right now due to COVID, then what that is saying, let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Not sure. Dang. But I hit a roadblock. So, like I said, live for you because it's your money. If nobody's going to spend on your business, if nobody's going to spend on yourself, and nobody's going to do any of this, Let them say whatever, let them do whatever. Because it's your life. It's your life. Do whatever you want to do with it. If you want to waste it, waste it. If you want to do good with it, do good with it. If you want to praise the Lord, praise the Lord. If you want to help individuals out, then let that be so. But just don't waste your potential. That's all I ask. Just do not ever waste your potential because your potential is so very important. So very important. Like, dang. Like, living for yourself is so important. Cause now I got now that was because that was one of the steps of freedom. Besides my past addiction, that was my freedom. So then I was like, shoot, I'm just gonna be comfortable with my hair down now. Look at me now. And I remember my uncle, he had stopped on the way. He was like, "Dang man, your hair done grew that fast." I was like, "Nah, my hair was just braided up." And then we both just started laughing because I'm just myself. For the most part, I'm just myself, and I'm not even for the most part. I am myself through all parts, and I'm glad that I am myself through all parts. Wouldn't have it no other way. Wouldn't have it no other way. And so yeah, have life your own way. It's your destiny, not somebody else's. It's your dream, not somebody else's. It's your passion, like somebody else, but yet let your passion exceed somebody else's. Because y'all are on the same, that means y'all are on the same race. And since you are both on the same race, then how are you going to be able to beat them? How are you going to be able to beat them? Waking up early? Let's see. In a race, they do reps, right? Or they run meters. Since they run, excuse me, since they run meters, all you have to do is just put in a couple more practices. Because technically, people become successful just by doing a little bit extra, just by a little bit below average. That's all it takes, is be a little bit lower than average. Because once you are a little bit lower than average, then you're like, whoa, that's how it is. Yeah, live for you. This your life. Who are they to tell you not to live your life as if you want to, as if you want to live it? Whose decision is that? Yours. So if you're going to make an impact, make an impact. Don't half step it. Go, just go, just go. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Yeah, because ooh. That's all I'm going to say. Just live for yourself. Don't live for anybody else. Don't listen. Come on. No. I don't want to hear it. No, don't come to me about them having opinions. Well, actually, just say yes, you can. I just told you that you could come to me for opinions, but do something about those opinions. Make a change from the opinions if it's something you need to work on. Just say if it's something you need to work on, then keep the opinions because there are differences of opinions. So because what you will be doing is wasting your pain, wasting your time on them, and they don't even deserve your time. So why waste your time on them? Because your time is so matchless. Your time is like you can't get all the time in the world, neither can you get your lost time back. So that's just a side note. You can't get it back. That's alright. If you can't get it back, that's alright. That's alright. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And here are my cards if you like to distribute them. I'll send them to your P.O. Box or mail address. Hope you all have a blessed day. And remember what I said. Let them run their mouth. Opinions won't feed you. judge, who are they to judge and live for you. All right. I'll talk to y'all later and God bless you.